Hello friends, welcome to my channel. I am here with MCQs of teaching, aptitude and learning teaching for B.Ed entrance examination. So if you like the video, please share and subscribe. Question number 1. Teaching is based upon the mastery of A. Conceptual knowledge, B. Teaching skills, C. Decision making skills, D. All of these. Answer is D. All of these. Effective teaching requires conceptual knowledge, skills in delivery, and decision making to adapt learners and forming a comprehensive foundation. Question number 2. The most important challenge before a teacher is A. To maintain discipline in the class, B. To make students to do their homework, C. To prepare question paper, D. To make teaching learning process enjoyable. Answer is D. To make teaching learning process enjoyable. Enjoyable processes boost engagement and retention, prioritizing learner motivation over rote control. Question number 3. Educational psychology is a systematic study of educational growth. Who said? A. Skinner, B. Stephen, C. Thorndike, D. Crow and Crow. Answer is B. That is Stephen. Stephen defined it as the systematic study of child's educational growth and development in learning context. Question number 4. According to educational psychology, what is the best teaching method for enhancement of learning? A. Lecture, B. Experiential learning, C. Rote memorization, D. Punishment. Based on. Answer is B. That is experiential learning. Experiential learning engages students through direct experience, reflection, and application, fostering deeper understanding and critical thinking. Question number 5. Educational psychology is that branch of psychology which deals with teaching and learning. This statement is given by A. Woodworth, B. Skinner, C. Pavlov, D. Simpson. Answer is B. Skinner. Skinner, a behaviorist, emphasized observable behaviors and reinforcement in teaching learning dynamics. Question number 6. A teacher will become an effective communicator if he uses instructional facilities, B. He helps students get meaning out of what he teaches, C. He asks questions in between teaching, D. He helps students to get correct answers. Answer is B. That is, he helps students to get meaning out of what he teaches. Communication succeeds when students derive personal meaning beyond aids or questions, ensuring comprehension. Next question. Teaching in higher education implies presenting information from the textbook, B. Asking questions and conducting exams, C. Helping students prepare for exam, D. Helping students to learn answer. Answer is D. True teaching, helping students to answer. True teaching focuses on facilitating genuine learning, not just exam preparation or content delivery. Next question is, educational psychology is concerned with new researches. In this context, its nature is A. Positive science, B. Normative science, C. Static science, and D. Developing science. Answer is D. Developing science. It evolves through ongoing research, refining methods and insights into child development and learning. Next question. Who is known as the father of educational psychology? A. Skinner, B. Stephen, C. E. L. Thorndike, D. Ausubel. Answer is C. E. L. Thorndike. Thorndike systematized the field in the early 1900s with experiments on learning, laws, and child abilities. Next question. A teacher should study educational psychology so that A. He can maintain discipline, B. He may develop effectiveness of his teaching, C. He knows psychology of his students, D. He can prepare question papers. Answer is B. He may develop effectiveness of his teaching. It enhances teaching by understanding learners' needs, individual differences, and adaptive methods for better outcomes. So that's all for today. Thank you.